Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And today we're going to be looking into this album's 15th anniversary. And it's pretty much a classic in like the progressive extreme metal genre. And as you can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about ObZen by Meshuggah, the band's sixth album, I believe, released on March 7th, 2008 through Nuclear Blast Records. Now, everybody should probably know who Meshuggah are. They're kind of a extreme metal band from Sweden, been around since 1987. And of course, Meshuggah are known for their odd time signatures, sick polyrhythms, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people believe that Meshuggah pretty much coined or invented the genre gent, because you see like newer bands like After the Burial and Periphery using kind of like the same styles of riffs that Meshuggah does, but nobody does it better than Meshuggah. And this, of course, follows their previous album, which I believe was Catch 33. Yeah, it was. From going from Catch 33 to ObZen, a lot of people consider ObZen to be kind of like Meshuggah's like Black Album in a way, and I definitely agree. I feel like this is one of the band's most popular albums. One thing to note, production on this album is fantastic. Everything is where it needs to be. The vocals from Jens Kidman, like, I feel like Jens, in my opinion, has pretty much the exact same voice that he did when going from the first album, Contradictions Collapse. See, and his voice just really is barely powerful and just conveys a great message. Guitar wise, Martin Hagstrom and Frederick Thorndahl, both of them come up with some really great riffs, just signature great polyrhythms and everything. The bass on this album, I feel like could be a little more audible from a Dick Lovegren, but I feel like it just follows the guitars. It just matches really well. And drumming wise, I don't think I really need to say much about Thomas Hake that hasn't been said by any other drummers. One of the most sick drummers, and pretty much one drummer that would make every other drummer want to quit just because of like the insane like drumming that he does. So without further ado, let's dive into this album track by track. Now, starting things off is Combustion. Now, Combustion is a really great way to open up this album. It rips right from the get-go with like almost have like a thrash metal inspired riffs that Martin and Frederick come up with, and just some pure drumming from Thomas. And it has like, I don't know, I feel like this song is a little short of a highlight of thrash metal in 2008 at this point, but by the time of that really great solo, the speed and almost epic vocal refrains have the listener pretty much pay really close attention. And moving on to Electric Red. Now, pretty much some of the examples in which it is immediately impossible to catch the separate character and ideas and to develop their earlier style, but pretty much at the same time, and the band pretty much does that without trying to discover kind of like a new self in a way. Next song on the album is called Bleed. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this song. I don't think I really need to say much about this that hasn't been said already. This is pretty much Meshuggah's kind of like hit. It starts off with a really sick intro. The intro kind of reminds me a little bit of like I from 2004, and Yen's vocals immediately follow, and it has some really great lyrics like beams of fire swept through my head, thrusts of pain increasingly engaged, sensory receptors succumb, I am no one now, only agony. And just the frantic like kicks from Thomas Hake just really showcase it. That was like my shitty impression of his drumming. And it really goes well with like the guitar sound. And just past the halfway point, and there's like a short ambient period which segs into one of the best leads from Frederick on the album. And then afterwards, the song just rips open into another heavy passage that carries into the end of the song. I think it's a really great way to end the song. And then going into Lethargica, another great song. I think it has some really great riffs and really sick drumming. And then we get to the title track of the album, ObZen, and the title track really does a great job of like switching riffs while maintaining sort of like the signature or mosh pounding, and Jens roaring in the bending grooves and the tremolo under like the chugging riffs and the happening. Really adds like a great feeling of like suspense and sort of like the pulverizing going on with the rhythm. And I feel like songs like that are sort of like the golden like streaks and like the Meshuggah's arsenal. Next song is called The Spiteful Snake. Now, The Spiteful Snake is kind of like the more highlight tracks amongst any. Has really groovy elements to it and really great riffs, and also has a bit of a sense of like imminent doom. And this songs are just an example of the triumphant balance that Meshuggah has pretty much achieved here. And each and every song is really unique in a way and really engaging. Next song is Pineal Gland Optics. I love this song. Another really great, I would consider it kind of like a deep cut. I just think it's another great song. Then we move on to Pravis. Now, Pravis, like the intro to here is really frenzied. It's characterized by sort of like the spastic kind of like riffs and the drumming on here. And it's just a pulsating rhythms. It just, everything about the song is great. And then we close things out with Dancers to Discordant System. Really great song, just really just wraps everything up with a bang. Just goes like, it just, really fucking sick. Now, overall, ObZen by Meshuggah, a classic in their discography, and a lot of people would consider it to be their favorite album, and I kind of have to agree. I think it's a great album. So if I had to give this album a score, I'm going to give ObZen by Meshuggah a solid 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review of the album, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and I'll see you all in the next video. And as always, keep it metal.